For most people, a 98-inch TV is large enough, but when a 120-inch screen lit up by the Valerion Max projector rises in front of it, you realize size is everything. Today, you're going to see your next upgrade going from an XXL TV to a huge screen. From about 10 feet away, this is immersion. Valerion's latest flagship projector, the VisionMaster Max, this is the projector to get. Although the opinions and impressions are my own, this video is sponsored by Valerion. So I wanted to show off to you guys why I'm so impressed by Valerion's flagship projector. When I first viewed the Valerion Pro 2 laser projector, I described it as modern art you can watch a movie on. Ultimately, winning top projector for under $3,000. But what if you had a little bit more? Well, Valerion took that same Pro 2 modern art and elevated the technology. The pieces took it to a next level. So now the image quality is brighter, punchier, better contrast, and most importantly, if you want to take this to 300 inches, it will look amazing. To demonstrate how flagship it is, check out the box it comes in. The Max arrives in a premium leather-bound case, and once unboxed, it's immediately clear that this is more than a projector. The metallic ribbing, that flat minimalist front, the solid 16-pound build, yes, it is so heavy. It feels like a luxury object you want to leave on a display. And if the specs are important to you, 3500 ISO lumens, 5000 to 1 native contrast, 50,000 to 1 dynamic contrast, and 110% BT 2020. What does this all mean? Image quality, movies, gaming, you're going to be satisfied. The biggest complaint about projectors, even laser projectors, are the black levels, the tone mapping. No more. Check this out. The Max uses Valerion's Noir Scene dark field engine. And to further improve its enhanced black level technology, Valerion coated its iris system with an anti-reflective black coating so that it minimizes stray light. Let's check out this amazing dark scene in Frankenstein on Netflix. There's a particularly challenging sequence where most projectors either crush the shadows or wash out the blacks. This is also not easy for mini LED TVs. The Valerion Max renders this scene perfectly. What this all means is when you watch a dark scene, no black crush, no muddy gray patches, in filmmaker mode with the lights dimmed, Valerion's enhanced black level system gives me that smooth gradient where you can actually perceive the fine shadow details in the snow, in the clouds, in the sky. You can tell what's black, what's gray, what's dark gray, what's light gray. I reduced my camera exposure so you can see how the settings affect the scene, but in the correct exposure, this is what I'm seeing. And the adjustable iris, unique at this price point, lets you fine-tune this balance between light and dark. Although I never had to make any adjustments to the iris, I left it on default. It was great off, but you may want to play with the settings depending on your viewing environment. Now, let's talk about how good the Valerion MCL39 laser engine is. In real-world use, those 3000 lumens means vivid, accurate colors that hold up to sports, and you don't have to make your room completely black. During college football games, I didn't need a fully dark room. With the lights dimmed, so I can get some popcorn or whatnot, the Max still produces enough brightness and saturation for the field, the uniforms, the scoreboard graphics. Everything looks clean and impactful. No differently, if you love gaming, everything looks so much more real at 120 inches. Playing Black Myth Wukong on the PlayStation 5 Pro, the colors absolutely pop. The Fury attacks, the shimmering reflections, the armor details. The Max measures just 4 milliseconds at 1080p 240Hz, same as the Pro 2, and 15 milliseconds at 4K 60. Which is exactly how I game on the PS5 Pro. 60 FPS, lock it in, console gaming is solid. And talk about the little details, right? The rainbow effect. A lot of people notice it, some people don't, but they have implemented what they've developed and called the anti-rainbow effect. It's a toggle that if you see the rainbow effect, enable it, it's gone. But if you do see it on your screen, definitely try that switch. One of the biggest and most pleasant surprises with the VisionMaster Max is how easy it is to set up. From the moment I placed it down right here between my two seats, the automated tools kick in. Auto keystone, auto screen fit, auto focus, and obstacle avoidance. Everything aligns quickly and accurately, and within minutes, I had a perfectly framed image. Then there's the real standout, Valerion's industry first 105 vertical lens shift. This lets you move the image up or down optically with zero distortion and no loss of clarity. It makes the Max incredibly friendly to buy, set up, and start watching within minutes. And what about connectivity and smart features? Well, the Max gives you all the connections you'd want from a high-end system. 2 HDMI 2.1 ports and 1 HDMI 2.0 with ER capability. A USB 3.0 and 2.0 port, optical audio, and the industry's first gigabit Ethernet port on a smart projector. Perfect for stable 4K streaming. In terms of ease of use, what really stands out is that it's got Google TV built in. Basically, it's a modern Google TV from any of the TV makers like a Sony, a TCL, or a Hisense. Everything is fast, smooth, and familiar. All the major apps, Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and even the free TV channels are ready to go out of the box. You don't have to plug in a Roku stick or a Fire Stick or a Chromecast. You could just use what's on that projector, just connect it to the internet, you're ready to go. If you get the VisionMaster Max, you have to get the Thunderbeat audio system to match the 120-inch screen. Easy to install. You simply plug the included wireless audio dongle into the Max's HDMI eARC port, place the 4 satellite speakers, 2 in front and 2 behind you, drop the subwoofer wherever it's convenient, plug it in, power it in, everything connects to the VisionMaster Max automatically, no wires running around the room. Other than the power cord, they are not battery operated speakers. Let's listen to my usual audio test tracks. After sitting through that demo for about an hour, I'm tempted to get a 200-inch screen to match the impact of that audio. Remember, in my room, I have a discrete sound system costing about 10 times more, although obviously that's better. But where is it better? It gets a little bit louder, the bass gets a little bit lower because it's a much larger subwoofer, but ultimately, for immersion, you guys don't really need anything better. Start with a Thunderbeat, and then if you feel you're lacking something, then upgrade. But for $1,300, highly recommended, and you can match it to any TV system, not just the Valerion Max projector. Now, nothing's perfect, and the Valerion Max does have a few things that you have to consider. First, the price. At just under $5,000, $4,999, it's a great price for what you're getting. It outperforms everything in its price class, but it's not cheap. Maybe one day it will drop further in price, but keep that in mind. And you have to get the Thunderbeat audio system. The audio coming from the projector, it's designed to be used for setting up, in a pinch, but the reality is it definitely needs a matching sound system, and the Thunderbeat is a perfect match. So you're really getting the Valerion VisionMaster Max plus the Thunderbeat. I think the two need to go together. This room was originally set up so that we were about 9 or 10 feet away from a 100-inch, 90-inch TV. And when we put in the screen, 120 inches, this is a triple laser projector that will not break the bank. Whoa, this is quite the improvement. We're thinking 9 to 10 feet away from a 120-inch screen absolutely nails the immersion without being too big. And I think this is the easy upgrade. For those of you who are wondering, hey, my room can get pretty dark. Should I go to a 100-inch TV? I strongly recommend you give the Valerion VisionMaster Max a look-see for your man cave.